Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to Mission Podcast, the Clash in Paris review. Myself, Hazza, Danny, DK, as he's very well known as, and Lenny's back as well from Advice and Men. He's decided to survive another day
Oh
in
yeah.
the alternate universe. We've also got Carpe coming on the show as well at some point on his Pakistani timings. But yeah, just going to review Clash in Paris. Podcast does what it says on the tin. So yeah, let's go straight to the first match. Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed, and Carpe's just in time. So he's just done a fashionably late appearance right there. I'm not going to restart the recording.
Yeah,
So
I'm in bed.
I'm gonna have to charge it. Cool. So
He's packed in.
Clash in Paris, boys. Before we go into the Roman Reigns Bronson Reed match, which I originally was gonna do, what are you guys' thoughts? What do you guys think overall as an event?
I mean, I thought it was a good show, to be honest. I feel like compared to some of the other pay-per-views this year, I thought it was a really good show with some really fun matches. And I'd say there was two matches that I didn't really enjoy. Two matches that I thought were okay, why they're on this card, especially the tag match. But the Roman Bronson match, I thought was a really good match for what it needed to be, especially with the write-off after. I thought the Sheamus and Rusev was my personal match of the night. Cena Logan, I thought was again really good, and I was surprised because I did not expect the match to be that good, especially between an old Cena and a Logan who I don't really rate that highly. The four way, I expected more, to be honest, but again with four ways they're harder to manage than three ways. I feel like with a triple threat you can work the match around easier, but with the four way it's pretty chaotic. But for what it was, I thought it was a really fun match, especially the ending. I'm not really the biggest fan of the ending, but I mean, we'll get into it, but I know why they did it, of course, for CM Punk's wife, AJ Lee, to, return. So I get all that. I thought, I thought it was, again, a good pay per view. I enjoyed it, especially because, riding off that Liverpool Arsenal win, going straight into this, it was great to watch this. So yeah, good stuff.
Couldn't agree more.
Lenny?
Pretty much what Danny said, to be honest. I thought there was two matches I didn't really care for, and Street Profits did as much as they could. But yeah, the Rusev and Sheamus match and Cena Logan was I love both of those matches. But same with the Fatal 4-Way. Again, they're quite hard, like Danny said. I expected a little bit more, and the ending was something. But yeah, it was very surprising. I was pleasantly surprised by it. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I did.
Yeah. I don't think Copy watched the show.
Yo, I did. We saying Danny, man. Wait, what match are you talking about?
You're just talking about the card overall.
Oh yeah, it was good stuff. It was good stuff, man.
He's bullshitting, man. He's bullshitting, bruv.
He's watching a review right now on YouTube of the matches.
Listen, the only review he needs to watch is this one, and then he can get up
Damn
to
right.
speed.
Damn right.
For me personally, I felt like WWE feels a bit like it's in a mess at the moment. I think the structuring of certain matches on this card, they didn't need to be there. Like, with all due respect, we should not be seeing AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio on Monday Night Raw with the Paris fans. They would have been absolutely hot at the Sunday show. I know it's great to have them on Raw and whatever, but nah. We got a useless tag team title match that wouldn't have looked out of place on a normal Friday night SmackDown, given the whole situation with the tag titles. And yeah, we'll go. I'll give more of my opinion there, but I just feel like WWE, it's not giving enough at the moment. It's not giving that same vibe as it was maybe 2 years ago, around about the time when CM Punk was coming back. The tribal air and the tribal chief stuff. So I don't know. I don't know if my standards are too high, but the Clash in Paris show for me just wasn't as good as I thought it'd be.
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, we might as well start with the first match. Roman against Bronson.
Cool. Yeah, man. Some of the spots were really good. Wrestling was, the storytelling was really good as well. Bronson Reed didn't need to win I don't think he needed that win, but in a result sense. But the fact that he got that all the action, all the best action happened after the match, I thought was pretty spot on. The only irk that I have, and it's more of an OCD irk, is that Roman signed 2 odd shoes, didn't sign the other 2. Yo, Braun Breaker, man, just at least let him sign the other 2 shoes before you spear his ass, man. Like, you should have let him throw his last shoe in the crowd, and then you could just like run through him. Like, oh, bro, there's only 2 shoes now on the market, and the other 2, you don't even know where they are. Like, Roman's dead in the hospital that you can't even sign it. Waste, man.
Human.
But good, but it was
Yeah.
genuinely a really, really good match.
For me, Seth's faction hasn't really been booked great. I feel like it's been really lazy and predictable. But one thing I like to say is this match proved why Bronson Reed belongs in that faction as a main eventer, in my opinion. I thought Bronson Reed, before he got put in this faction, I thought he was just generally one of the most underrated or underutilized even wrestlers on the whole roster. This match, especially with Roman, I thought he hung in there greatly. I thought some of the spots, like I said, were really fun and really great. Bronson Reed didn't really need this win. He could have just lost and he fine. The post match attack really told us everything what we need to do. That was the main point of that match. I think it took like 50 minutes of the first hour, which is crazy. So yeah, I feel like Bronson before being in the Vision, he had a feud with Seth Rollins. He was in War Games. He was building momentum, to basically be this upper card or even a main eventer. This match for me solidified why he belongs there. I thought this was a great match for me, especially for 2 guys going at it, 2 like powerhouses or brawlers or big guys going at it. We've seen this with Roman and Braun back in 2018, 2017. They had really fun matches. This was that kind of match. For me, it's a solid 7 out of 10, maybe even 8 out of 10 match. I enjoyed it. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Carpe, I
Bronson,
assume you watched it.
Bronson Reed. Yeah, I watched this one. Don't worry. I pick my matches, isn't it? But Bronson Reed, yeah, I don't know. He's growing on me. Like originally, I didn't really rate him, but I think he's holding his own, man. Like, especially against a guy like Roman Reigns. He done very well in this match. It was quite an entertaining match, to be fair, and I don't really have much more to say about it. It was a good match, and he done its job in it. But I love the way they wrote off Roman Reigns, man. The way they write this guy off TV is so funny. Just gets taken out, and you don't see him for another 3-4
It's
months.
so
Then he comes back. It's the same
it's
shit
so
every time.
boring and predictable all the time. They did this Raw after Mania where Seth's faction basically was born with Braun getting added to that. Then did they was it when he came back before SummerSlam, and then
Yeah.
now he got written off again. So I mean, it's again why they do it. Of course, you get a way to get him off TV because he's got his Street Fighter film stuff to film right now, and he'll probably be back for War Games. Then they'll do it after War Games for Rumble season or even near enough minis. I think he's in the Rumble and he's one of my contenders to win the Rumble. So I think he'll be around Rumble season definitely. Maybe sticks full time after War Games. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, of course, with the Street Fighter, he basically had to be written off, and there's no way he could just be on TV. So yeah,
Yeah,
again, it's just so boring and predictable for me. I expected Roman to win this. To be honest, I expected Roman to get written off on Monday on Raw. I thought they'd do some main event angle like they've been doing for the last God knows 10, 11 weeks. The same angle, same matches.
Yeah.
It's just
Bloodline
boring for
nachos
me.
reheated.
Listen, Seth's faction, I'm not gonna blame Seth on this. There's no problem with Seth. I think Seth's character, they basically no effort at all. They're not changing his theme music, they're not changing any of his costumes, nothing. The most intriguing thing about the Bloodline was the backstage segments between the likes of Jay, Sammy, Roman. That was the main dynamic which people loved. People were interested in that dynamic. With the Vision, with Seth's faction, have we once seen any tension between Seth and Braun? Have we once seen
I don't think there needs to be tension between the 2 of them though,
ah,
because if you look at it from the bloodline perspective, it was all about family, and in family there's politics. There's always politics. There's always tension within the family. It was always like Jey Uso is the always felt like he was going to undercut Roman at some point, and then it happened to be Solo Sikoa. Sami Zayn eventually stabbed Roman in the back. So there was always that tension that was there. With this Seth Bronson, the whole Vision kind of thing, at the moment, it just feels like a cult that is just going around brutalizing everyone. And at the moment, it feels very much like early day Judgment Day, where you just have everyone together on the same page. And then all of a sudden, what you'll have, which has been the template for a lot of these factions, is probably about 6 months worth of tease, of foreplay before anything happens at the end. You get the big climax, and it's just like, oh, great, is this what I came for? Really? Like, literally, I'm not even trying to be not even trying to like direct innuendos here or anything, but I'm telling you, like, it's just really underwhelming. The style of booking. Sometimes you just have to pull the trigger at some point, and I'm not saying either of these guys have to turn heel, but or heel or turn face at some point. But it's just like the only reason this feels as though it's been really badly booked is not down to the superstars. It's down to the producers, the bookers.
Yeah.
Really, what they're doing is I can see where they're going.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Bronson Reed, by the way, his microphone skills, his promo ability, I think, has skyrocketed. He's been the main benefactor, for the main beneficiary, I should say, throughout the entirety of this. I think Bron Breaker's kind of gone underneath the radar for me a little bit. He's a little bit corny for me at the moment, but Bronson Reed, man, I think he's by far and away
It's
the
been
most.
incredible.
Yeah, he's been the main guy for the Vision at the moment. Seth, it's not again, it's not Seth's fault. It's not a character thing, it's a booking thing. Like, where is the direction of this group? What is the end goal, really? We should really be trying to see an authority style. We should be going back to 2014, where Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, they're basically the authority. You have the authority, and it's not going to end at War Games. It shouldn't be ending at War Games. It should be ending kind of like next year. You have a 5-on-5. You have Becky Lynch in there as well, which is great. I think you need another female figure in there. Make it a 5v5 of sorts. But I just think the direction this is going at the moment, it feels really stale, and all the templates that have been followed beforehand, people are starting to realize that this isn't the way. This isn't the
For me,
vision.
I
Like,
for
take
agree.
off
me,
your rose tinted glasses and
yeah,
realize that this is not the way to go about it.
I get what you're saying, Hazza, about there's no need to be any tension between Braun and Seth. That's fine for me. But just as characters, Braun Breaker as a character, I don't care about him at all. I know what his
Yeah,
character is. He's this guy who balks, and this guy, he just is basically this really strong guy, really powerful guy. He does what he does in the ring. That's fine. I don't care about him as a character because the company have shown nothing. They've shown nothing for me to care about him. Especially the like I said, the best thing for me about the Bloodline segments were the tension, the cinema, the backstage segments, everything about that. With this faction, it's like they're coming out every week. They're just destroying all the baby faces. They get their 2-on-2 tag match sometimes, or the other week, Braun Baker faces LA Knight or Penta or Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, etc., etc. And it just feels like to me they're building to War Games already. It feels like to me they've got in their mind, okay, War Games is the last big pay-per-view of the year, Survivor Series. Let's try and make that a huge match. Let's try. Let's start to plant the seeds right now. We're what 2 months away from War Games, even maybe 3 months away from War Games. It doesn't work like that. And they did this in 2023, but I think it worked better back then. They did that with the Judgment Day. They had Balor, Priest, Dominic, JD. And then on the babyface side, you had, I think, Kevin Owens, you had Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins. Slowly and slowly, they were building that team. 1 week you had Cody v Balor, the other week you had a tag match between Kevin, Sami, and Balor, Dominic. That was fine, and you could tell the end goal was that to build to War Games. With this though, when you do the same thing again, why should I care for it? When you show me no character substance between Seth's faction at all, the dynamics between the three, the dynamic between Paul and Seth hasn't really been there for me. I think that's more down to Seth being a natural talker and not really needing Paul for me. I think the Paul and LeBron, dynamic is much better. Again, it's not any of their faults. I feel like you can't blame any four of them there. They've done what they have to do. It's more the booking's fault. And for me, it just felt really stale. And it felt to me they're building up to War Games, which you should not be doing when there's two pay-per-views before that.
Do
yeah,
you
for
know what it
sure.
is, Danny? I said it from the start. Putting Bron Breakker in this faction was a big mistake because he's not his character he shouldn't be the lapdog in it for like Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins.
Well,
I don't know, man. Like
okay,
I get it. People were saying they wanted to recreate, I don't know, the Evolution storyline maybe with Batista and Triple H with Seth and Braun, but that's clearly not the direction they're going with for WrestleMania. So
I don't think that's the direction for this WrestleMania. I think that'll be next WrestleMania. But again,
That's,
I
Yeah,
feel
but
like
is anyone interested in that though? Because
not right now because they've done absolutely nothing to make us interested in that right now. But I feel like the dynamics will come in the next year. I do think the dynamics between Seth and Braun. That's what this faction is being really state right now. There's no dynamics between the whole faction, and I do think putting Braun in this faction is for the best. To be honest, this is the way you build your next big baby face. How or
yeah, but you know what my point is, Danny. Like, look at Evolution. That's such an iconic faction. People cared about it. People don't give a fuck about division. Like, we just don't care. By the time we do see the tension, are people still going to be interested in it?
I think they can pull it back. I
it's
think
like no, it's like I don't think they can. You look at the Judgment Day already. Like no one cares about the tension between Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor when all that happened at WrestleMania. If that turn happens now, people are gonna be like, "Oh, this probably should have happened ages ago." Like the same with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. Like people were engaged initially, and then Theory gets written off TV, and all of a sudden Waller's like, "Hey, you know what?
New
I'm
Day.
Big G now. I'm part of the New Day." Like the New Day did it properly. Like everything with the New Day was done properly because they built up to that anniversary, and you didn't know what was going to happen despite all the tension. I'm not saying. I'm just saying there's certain points within the WWE timeline that you don't need to look at a year or two ahead. Sometimes you've just got to be in the moment. Sometimes you've got to read the fans. Sometimes you've just got to be like, okay, business is one thing, but trying to entertain is another. And the entertainment aspect has always been at the forefront. And if you are losing that, which I think the WWE is at the moment, then you're not going to see many happy fans. People are going to pay for the tickets at the end of the day. Like, people are marks and stuff. Like, they'll want to go pay for the tickets. But the entertainment aspect just isn't there for me, man. No more.
Listen, I love some long-term storytelling here, but what Triple H is trying to do is not working right now. You're trying to build these stories for the future, like I said, with Braun and Seth, and even with, like you said, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. I mean, Theory getting injured is really unfortunate, but they were way past the 10 already. That 10 should have happened a year ago, even maybe a year and a half ago. The stuff I forgot to mention between Gable and Otis, that was some of the best stuff on Raw in 2024 last year, and they just dropped that all of a sudden. They didn't have the Gable and Otis match. Otis was red hot back then, and they didn't have the match with some title reigns with guys like Drew McIntyre, LA Knight. You're not putting the belt on these guys when you meant to put the belt on these guys. And Triple H, he's longing out. He's longing out some stories too much. Right, the fact that, like Hazza said with the vision, by the time Braun v Seth does happen, will people still be engaged with it? They can't pull it back. I do think they can't pull it back. That's always in the power. It's in the company's power to book, and they can pull it back. But with the way it's going, I don't know, man. It's just most of these stories these days just feel so still to me. But the thing
It's
is,
just
we all know they got it in them to do it right. This company have got it in them to do it right. It's the fact that which makes it so annoying. The way they're doing it is just not how I
Yeah.
like wrestling.
No, I agree, and I think we should push away from that a little bit slightly now and just focus on the other matches, man. And the people, i.e., like 3 or 4 people that watch this, i.e., our own podcast members, we should just move on to the next match. What was match number 2?
Tag match.
Street Profits.
Street Profits and Y6.
Yo,
Warriors.
Carpe, you
Oh, no,
defo
it
watch
wasn't
this,
Warriors,
innit?
Copy, give us our thoughts on this match.
I'm watching it right now.
Pretend if I'll be honest with you, awful match. This was actually, let me talk about this match. I feel like the first 5-10 minutes were pretty dull, to be honest. Nothing really happened, which followed by a flat finish. That's all I got to say about this match.
Yeah, as soon as it started getting good, the whole Bo Dallas fucking intervene happened and then it finished. I feel like Street Profits did as much as they could to try and carry this to a solid match, but I don't know, man. I feel bad for the Street Profits. They're two of my favorite guys in the company, and they've pretty much been treated like shit. Like they won the belts in the tag ladder, didn't get to defend them on a PLE. This match gets thrown together on the Friday when it, to be honest, never should have been put on the PLE. And like Hazza said, it should have been AJ and Dom.
Oh, yeah.
But and then now they're teasing Montez Ford and then breaking. It's just like, I
They
don't
should
know,
have done.
man. Like, maybe if they actually
Montez,
put some thought and care into the tag team, we would be more invested in them breaking up. But they pretty much treat them like shit the whole Mania season. And then if they break up, it's like, well, that was a waste of two talented a tag team, so talented. But I don't know, man. I'm tired of the way they've been treated.
If
I
they
Street
think
wanted,
Profits.
if they wanted to do the turn, it should have been in 2022 or 2023 when Montez Ford was red hot. Now I don't really care about it, and that's one thing. The turn will happen for a good few weeks. Montez Ford will be this, good heel, and after that it'll just fade out. Right now, I have no hope. I mean, that's the way they booked in the company. I just have no hope in them doing anything right now.
yeah, I've said it since 2023, Danny. Montez Ford needs a singles run
Yeah,
ASAP. The
Yeah,
guy's so good,
he could be
but
he could be top tier, man. All that stuff during lockdown, like he was doing some good stuff.
he's
Like he's
great on the mic.
hilarious.
He's really
Yeah,
charismatic, and he's a great wrestler. That's three things you want from a
he
wrestler, and
has
he's got all.
everything. He arguably has everything. But again, it's just the way they'll turn him heel, and he'll get a few boos, but then that's not true. He's not a true heel, and then it will die down. The reactions will die down, and then they'll get back together, and then they'll still get treated rubbish, and it's just a vicious circle that they'll be in. But I thought the match was just quite underwhelming. Nothing to shout home about, but the ending was shit as well.
Just off topic a bit. I know we been 20 minutes into the show. Do you guys have a problem with heels getting cheered these days? And do you think that's down
Um,
to the wrestlers or creative or even the
I
crowd?
don't have
I
a problem with heels getting cheered. It's like I think I've been saying this continuously throughout all Mission podcast viewings. The way that we view heels nowadays is that, well, sorry, the way that the heels are booked nowadays is the fact that they're justified either in their actions or the fact that they're cool and stuff. Nobody wants to cheer for the good guy anymore, unless they are, clean-hearted, cool, golden. Like for example, Sami Zayn. I'm not going to say Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has been booed at times, or John Cena because he's a hero to the people. Randy Orton, etc. But a lot of the times heels are getting cheered because people see that people feel justified in supporting them, like Kevin Owens when he was going up against Cody Rhodes, and even the Wyatt Six as well. I think the whole cheering behind that, and this is not to sound offensive in any way, and now I realize this might be offensive, is because it's a tribute to Bray Wyatt. And people feel like if they boo that, then that's booing the legacy of Bray Wyatt as well. Um, I don't know if people agree. I don't know if people here agree with that, but
no, I do get what you're saying. I do agree. It, sorry about that. That was the dog.
no,
Um,
it's fine.
but
But it
I
just
do agree.
it just goes back to the whole like I don't have a problem with heels getting cheered at all. At least they're getting some sort of reaction.
Yeah,
At least people care about them. It means that
Yeah.
they'll be booked week in, week out. I love it when a good heel gets properly booed, though. That's when they're at the top of the game. Like, proper heat reaction. Like, fuck me, you hate this guy.
But
Okay.
do you guys know why this whole thing is a thing now that heels get cheered? Blame fucking WWE themselves because they don't keep kayfabe. Look at WWE Unreal. And even the wrestlers themselves, they'll go and do a fucking podcast or interview talking about, yeah, I
yeah.
enjoy playing the heel, blah, blah, blah. It's the wrestlers and the company itself to blame for that, not the crowd.
I was
I also think I think it's just a day and age that we're in now. I think the social media age, like you said, I just think like people the superstars are superstars now. Like for example, you have Rhea, like she was meant to be a heel in Judgment Day, but because she's so over with the crowd and everyone loves her, she's hardly gonna get booed. The same goes for the whole thing. I thought the thing with Dom was pretty cool. Like he gets booed when he was with Liv, but then when he won the belt, like he got cheered. I think that was actually a really cool moment for him, for Dom. And I didn't mind it then, but I do like when a heel fully gets treated like one and gets booed, to be honest.
Yeah, okay. I was just saying that because I was having a debate with someone on Twitter today, and they were like, "If a heel gets cheered, they're not a if a heel gets cheered, they're not a good heel." I was like, that doesn't really make sense for me because I get it. It's down to the booking. You book a guy, and they can still get cheered. For me, guys like because the company is so mainstream right now, you have your top stars. No matter if they're hero face, you have guys like Punk, Randy, Seth, Cody. I say them are your Cena or your top five guys. You could turn Randy Orton heel tomorrow and he'd still get cheered and he'd still have the crowd singing behind him. For me, that's nothing wrong. You blame the company for that because of how mainstream and how they just don't care about kayfabe at all right now. blame the comedy for it. You can't blame the wrestlers. I feel like even guys like Drew McIntyre, they get cheered. But when he attacked Cody Rhodes 3 weeks ago, he was getting cheered. So again, I don't blame the wrestlers at all. I don't even blame the crowd. The crowd can, cheer for who they want. They find the
Yeah,
heels cool. You can,
I
cheer
think
for the heels.
I think the crowd is on because it's such a self-aware thing now. Wrestling is, the crowd just want to show their appreciation in it to the wrestlers for their work stuff when they're like cussing them out or calling their hometown like a piece of trash. They love it, innit? It's funny. It's the art form. They're trying to respect the art form, but in a way, I can see people's points. It is kind of annoying though when you just see heels getting cheered all the time and baby
yeah,
faces getting booed. At first, it was a cool thing. But now that I'm much older, sometimes it's just a bit cringe.
The only
I,
heel to me who genuinely gets heat, but it might be go away heat, is Logan Paul. I think people just
yeah.
don't want to
He's
see
just
him
not liked.
on the screen. Yeah, that's all it
But
is.
he's
I
good
also
though.
I also think the issue is when they do these like European tours, like I don't know who exactly made the point, but fans are just happy to see them. Like
Yeah,
the
that's
first
part of
time
it.
they'll come to Brussels for the first time in let's say like 10 years, and like they're just gonna pop for everyone. They're just gonna be super happy to see whoever they see. So again, it's hard. You can't really blame anyone for that because you can't just not go to different countries. Like you can't just stay in America. But yeah, I think that does play a part when they go to Brussels, they go to London. Again, like Bianca was booed for what reason? Again, I'm not gonna
That was
accuse
weird.
anyone of
That was
certain
weird.
things, but it's just like Io's there, Rhea's there, and they feel like they've got to boo someone. So like they just pick and choose who. But yeah, I feel like when they go to these countries, they're just so happy to see anyone. They just pop for anyone and cheer for anyone.
Fuck
Yeah.
American crowds.
Awful, pretty much.
Moving on to Becky Lynch against Nikki Bella.
Yo, I got some
Oh,
beef, right? Got some
oh
beef with some
brother.
people in the TikTok comments, right?
Oh damn. Oh damn.
Listen, whoever posted
Oh
that, yeah,
shit.
whoever posted that TikTok review without actually letting us get out there and get this episode out so we could rate the matches, you have done this podcast dirty, man. Because
I
what do
haven't
you mean
seen
you've
it.
been
I need to see it.
underrating that Becky versus Nikki match, yeah? And someone pops up and says, Nikki Bella was like, underrated and Becky Lynch
Stupid.
did XYZ. I was like, hang on a sec. Nikki Bella was doing fucking ring of roses on the tables, like bashing one head on the table. Becky must have calluses on her hands after like selling the table bashing right there, man. Like, and what was Nikki Bella thinking about doing that freaking
She's
WWE
so slow.
2K24 flipping overhead kick off the turnbuckle, man? Like,
Nikki Bella simply did not belong in this ring with Becky Lynch. I mean, I don't think Becky
Yeah.
Lynch was great, to be honest, but I think she did what she had to do. She couldn't really do much more with someone like Nikki Bella, who feels like she's what 2, 3 steps behind Becky Lynch at all times. There was one time she came off the rope, and I mean, you could blame Becky Lynch for that because she wasn't in place, but also Nikki Bella because she's landed. And
oh, the
again,
kick looked horrible though. Come on, man.
yeah, it's horrible. Hazza was talking about when they were on the announce table and just bashing each other's head. But you could see it. There was no impact at all. It was the worst punches ever. The match in general was a really sloppy match. For me, it was probably worse than the tag match, to be honest. I just horrible stuff.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, I think I had higher expectations for that tag match, so I
Yeah,
still put the tag
agreed.
match less. But that doesn't mean that this makes the IC match good. I think both of them, you're comparing shit to piss at this point. Like,
Yeah.
both fucking terrible. And
It
yeah,
was it was shocking. It got a little bit better towards the end. I say a little bit better with, trying to be nice, but it felt like a worse version of Charlotte versus Tiffany at WrestleMania. It just felt so slow and like awkward for the majority of the match. And like it really like there was one like grapple part and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like why are these two even wrestling? And again, that's another kind of issue with WWE. Like they bring back these superstars for a big pop and nostalgia and stuff, and it's just like that's nice and all, but what the fuck are you actually gonna do with Nikki Bella? Like she can't wrestle. She can't when she speaks, like she goes through my head. Like she'll everything has got to be like, oh my god, you got served. Like that's how she talks. She talks like she's dropping like bars, but she really ain't. So like, all respect to Nikki Bella, but respectfully, like, just give it up, man. Like, it's
Yeah, retire.
Don't get me wrong, she's a
yeah,
bad,
like,
she's bad, but
like
she's
keep
also
yeah,
bad
like
in the ring, bruv. Like I
yeah.
can't.
Thanks for the ring gear, but it's time to go, man.
Nah, I think you guys need to chill on Nikki Bella, man. I think
Alright,
Yeah, I wonder
Nah,
why,
I
What
man.
do I
I
go
wonder
you
feel?
why.
guys,
The match now, you're watching the entrance, fam.
I think you guys are a bunch of bullies, man. I think Becky Lynch could have done a much better job at carrying the match. I'm just joking. Listen, you know what though? I say because it's kind of disappointing because I think they had a very good feud. Like the promo battles are very good. They're quite enjoyable. Me and Danny
Yeah.
touched upon it on the preview.
They were
It's
good.
actually been it was surprisingly a good little feud. So they deserve to have a better match. But it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, let me just go through these comments right now. Nikki wasn't the issue in that match. Becky wasn't selling her moves, and she missed the spot that Nikki's being blamed for. Quoted by Lana Del Vape. Please put that lemon ice bar to one side, and let's have it out here. She should not be. She should. Nikki Bella at the age of 60, like, should not be trying to attempt kicks off the second turnbuckle,
Yeah,
bro. Like that.
No.
That should not be happening in any universe. Becky, I respect for sandbagging. Like, if she wasn't selling her moves in it, it's because Nikki weren't hitting hard enough. Like, if I'm getting slapped in it, right, by my mom, I'm full selling because, like, you know, that's my mom slapping me one time, and I'm a fully sell it and be like, yo, mom, you gave me brain damage, man. Like Nikki Bella, it's like, eh. And what's Becky Lynch meant to do, man? She meant to just stand. She meant to just, like, you know, fall over. I'd just be standing there, man. I'd be sandbagging. Here's another
yeah.
one. Nikki did okay. Nikki did better than Becky though. I love both, but come on, by someone called Sig. Um, Nikki did better than Becky. Yeah,
How
I
much?
feel
no,
like
no,
for
no. Let me have a look at this
someone,
TikTok profile. 15 followers, and Nikki Bella reposts with Sasha Banks as well. Yeah, long ass day, bruv. People are overrating Nikki Bella, and it is pissing me off.
I
Right?
think
Thank you for
for
the entrances. Thank
someone,
you for Total Divas. Yeah, thank you for divorcing John Cena. But oh my
yeah,
god,
I
She's
think for
never been a
someone
good wrestler.
who
Never.
literally, I
You
think for
can
someone
look,
who hasn't
but
had
you
a
can't
singles
touch.
match for like what is it been like 9 years or something? She hasn't had a singles match for 7 years, I think it was. You would think that she would like even over maybe even like maybe hit Becky for real, like maybe overdo it, but like it seemed like she's just like she's just shit, right? That obviously is the reason, but like it almost felt like she was like above the match, like
Yeah.
like put something into it. Like it's not like she's got dodgy knees, like she's not got Cora Jade knees, like it's not over for her. Like I know she's getting on, but like
Lenny, to
put
be
more
fair,
effort into it.
she is dealing with a certain surgery. You must not forget.
No, that was minor, man. That got pushed back into place. That's not the point. But like I was actually astounded at how little effort it felt like she put in.
Yeah, she was awful.
yeah.
It
Let me
was
let me go through.
like
Let me continue to go through these TikTok comments. I'm having fun. Danny.pti. Becky is the most overrated wrestler there is. Listen, let me not get Nawaz Sharif on your ass here, Danny, man. And I'm talking about DK. I'm talking about the guy with, bro. What's his profile picture, man?
they can't be
What?
chatting about the goat like that, man. That's the goat,
I don't
man.
even want to know what that is, man. Like, what is this, bro?
Like, that's a trim.
What's bro
Is that
doing? Like, you
Nikola
know,
Jokic?
bro. I don't know, man. But I need to turn my profile views off after this, man, because otherwise I'm gonna get sent for. I need to turn that off. Becky's the most overrated wrestler there is. I mean, she's the best wrestler in her family, man. Let's not have it out here. Linda, Becky
She's the
needs
best
to lose
horsewoman
her
as
title.
well.
By far.
Becky needs to lose her title. Yeah, no, she doesn't need to lose a title. She's doing an amazing job with the IC title, and it's the same thing that SmackDown should be doing with the US title. They need to take it off Julia, give it to someone like Asuka, and then elevate the US title that way. And
Mate, why did
finally,
they take it off Chelsea Green? I don't understand. She was so good with it.
because I wanted to give
No,
it to, I don't know, I can't remember the rest. Zelina Vega. They gave it to Zelina Vega, and it made no sense.
To be
'cause, like, she
honest,
was
they gave
in this.
bro. They
what
gave it. They
Chelsea
gave it
Green's
to her because
doing?
she got a boyfriend from AEW. Man, they gave her as a little gift. Thank you for bringing your husband back. There's a title for a week or two.
Listen, what Chelsea Green's doing right now is actually really fun though with Ethan Page. So I mean, I don't.
Oh yeah,
I
that
don't
NXT shit is
worry.
so
Yeah,
good.
I can't lie. She's great. I think she should get the world title soon.
Yeah.
Mm.
And finally, this final comment, yeah, the very first comment, right? This very first comment on this TikTok by Rahima. Well, I think Nikki did a great job. So proud of her, like she's your homegirl. But anyways, haters gonna hate XX. But yalla, please.
No, this is the thing with these diva stands, right? They need they need help. That's what they need. They need help, man. They think it's real, like it's bad, man. These diva stands, like, man, they're not well, man. I might get dragged,
And
but they're not well, man.
I personally love the Divas era of WWE. You should bring
Yeah, I
it
bet you
back.
do, man.
I'm sure
I
you
bet you
do.
love Tori Wilson, man.
Oh yes.
Jeez, man, someone help these guys, man, and someone help some of you guys in the comments as well, because I don't know. You know what it is? People are allowed opinions. Free speech is okay in this country as well, but there's got to be a line somewhere. There's a line between Tommy Robinson and there's a line between saying that Nikki Bella is a good wrestler. Like, I think I would rather be racially abused than hear about Nikki Bella being a good wrestler, because this is where I'm at the moment, man. Man hanging flags around in the UK and putting the Union Jack literally everywhere and St. George's flag flipping on roundabouts and stuff. If I saw Nikki Bella's face paraded around the streets of Birmingham, London, etc., I'd be like, yo, what are you standing here? Like, what is your purpose, bruv?
No, I
Nikki
wouldn't mind
Bella
that still,
overrated, full
but
stop.
she's ass. A lot of ass, but she's not good. And she can continue to be on TV, but just don't get in the ring. Don't go on a mic. Just, like, yeah, stay there.
Just get back with John Cena. Just do a reunion tour there, man. Just give me some good TV, bro. Listen, we need to move on because otherwise, I may get cancelled. I may get arrested.
Yeah, it might be finished for you already. I can't lie. The
Bro,
Bella stands, man, they're coming for you.
I'm going back to do a masters, innit? And like, bro, they're gonna kick me off the course, man.
Not the Bellas, man, they're coming for you.
Time to move on. What's the next match? Oh, my personal fave.
Oh, is it
Sheamus
Banger
Sheamus
after
Rusev?
banger,
against
man.
Rusev. What a match. This is why you need to put more of these matches on pay-per-view, Triple H. Rusev and Sheamus. This could have easily been a match he would have put on Raw, but I'm glad you're putting it on pay-per-view. These guys just went on for about 20 minutes. Such a hard-hitting match. I mean, we've seen them matches on Raw before. They won a few good matches, but this match on pay-per-view without any other breaks, without any, interferences, countouts, just made it a Donnybrook match. Sensational match. It was my personal favorite match of the card, and I think Rusev did need the win, so I think it was a raw winner.
Yeah, I
Man.
thought it was a great match, man. I feel like sometimes WWE get in their head a little bit too much for PLEs, with like every match has to have like so much more build up and so much cinema. Like, just put two hard hitting guys in the ring and let them have a match. Like, sometimes it doesn't. I know they actually had a decent build up, and I know they have loads of history, but I feel like sometimes just put good wrestlers in the ring and let them wrestle. No interferences, nothing stupid, no ref bumps. Just let two guys go at it or two girls go at it and just let them wrestle. And sometimes when they do that, it's some of their best work. So they just need to do it more often, man.
Something special about Sheamus as a wrestler as well, by the way. I don't think I've ever seen this guy have a bad match ever since his debut year. Genuinely, like, he's a ridiculous worker. Like, this is like, he is the epitome of just great wrestling greatness, to be honest. Well, not
It's
the
just a
epitome,
7 out
but
of 10 at every match, like, at least. Like,
yeah,
just so
minimum
consistent.
7, 8 out of 10. Like, you know what you're gonna get from him. His promos are just pretty much simple, and his character suited Rusev's really well. It's like, hey, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. No, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Screw it, we're just gonna beat the shit out of each other. Like, who doesn't love
Sometimes it's as
that?
easy
Who
as that,
doesn't love
man.
that? Who doesn't love that? Like,
I think Del Rio said it years ago, like one of his favorite people to work.
Whoa.
One of his favorite, he said one of his favorite people to work with in wrestling is Sheamus, because, like, he said Sheamus is a very stiff worker. Like, when you have a match with him, you know you're going to be hurt, but he liked that about him because he knew as much as Sheamus would give it, he'd give it back to him, and they kind of had like that sort of like mutual respect, like a nod. But yeah, you can tell in it from Sheamus's matches, he's very intense, and yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I mean, it was a good match, him and Rusev. Yeah. see more. We want to see more of that. I don't know where Rusev goes from here, to be honest, though.
Bring Lana back, and replace her with Nikki Bella, man. I need that on my TV screen.
Sheamus' last singles match on a pay per view was against Gunther at Clash at the Castle in 2022. And I have no idea what Triple H doesn't put this guy on PLE more. I think the last one must have been, was he even on Mania? It wasn't, was it? It's just, man,
No,
that's crazy, man. Not putting
he
Sheamus
had
on.
that whole Drew thing, but that's about it.
One of my favorite matches of all time from him was the the year after COVID, where Roman pinned Bryan and Edge at the same time. Is when he had the match against Riddle. Riddle went for a move of sorts, and then Sheamus out of nowhere just broke
Okay.
the living daylights out of him and took the US title. Like, oh wow, Sheamus needs a lot of respect on his name, and so does Rusev. To be honest, I think Rusev has been imperious since he's come back
So
to
good.
WWE. He's been terrific. I've not seen great promo work from him before, as I have now, and what he does next, I don't particularly know. Maybe he moves over to SmackDown, has a feud with Sami Zayn, takes the US title. That would be a good watch.
Oh, yeah.
And he
Watch.
gets the US title.
Getting mixed up with Carmella. Need that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think him and Gunther are gonna have a match soon as well, man. Oof. Those are two guys I want to hit. Gunther, sorry, Ilya Dragunov, Rusev. That's gonna happen. All these guys need to get in the ring and just beat the shit out of each other, man. Who doesn't want to see this, man?
I mean, they said
Facts.
Ilya is basically close to coming back now. Should expect him back in the next few weeks. I mean, Ilya against Rusev, that would be some match. And someone mentioned it before about the draft. This company needs a draft badly, especially the SmackDown roster. I used to watch SmackDown to a certain degree. I just don't bother now because I used to watch it to do my ratings for TikTok and everything. But I just can't be bothered because the show is so bad. Why shall I watch this show when you give me nothing? It's the same
It was Road Dog slot, man.
Solo Sikoa and all that stuff. I just don't
We're
care about
taking
it.
it off.
Please just freshen it or put some guys on the Raw
They-
roster that are maybe not doing much on Raw, or maybe you're like Rusev. Put them on SmackDown, give them offer.
I think Kevin Owens getting injured was big for them, like huge. Because you
Yeah,
had you had Cody over there, and Kevin was the only heel, and it was just literally Cody was just facing Kevin or Solo, and then Kevin gets injured. Solo's now in a feud with Jacob and stuff like that, and Jimmy and stuff, and then obviously Cody's now gone for a while. So like, there's just no one. It's post match. That's all the Road Dog does, man. It's just post match. Just
I
post match
mean,
slop.
the only good thing about SmackDown is the tag division. That's the only
Yeah.
good thing about the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Wyatt 6 winning isn't exactly the most ideal thing either, especially at SummerSlam.
Give me
But yeah,
facts in.
no, look, draft hopefully coming soon. Sheamus versus Rusev, probably match of the night for me. Pretty sure you lot feel the same
Easily.
as well.
Also, we'll
Yeah.
do a mission podcast wrestling draft really soon.
Oh god, I'll host it because I am not picking people. You lot can pick. I'll just be here I'll be here like Vince McMahon, just like pause.
I don't think you should be doing that. I don't think you should.
I should not be doing that. Though. I should.
Did somebody
But then,
say Vince
I don't
McMahon?
want to be Triple H either.
No, you can be a Nick
Tony
Khan.
Khan, yeah.
Bro, why would I? Is it because I'm brown?
Whoa, chill.
Man are calling me Khan. Ain't no Khan, bro.
There's a respect cons.
Dwayne, be Dwayne.
Shout out Khan gang.
Moving
Okay,
on to Cena against Logan.
you know if
I
it
was
was a
was
Rusev
so
Sheamus,
moved, man.
if it
I was
was
so
a
moved,
Sheamus
man.
Rusev, oh my god, this would be match of the night because I
The-
really enjoyed this.
The crowd for this match, holy bro! When Cena came out, this crowd was probably the best I've seen it all night. To be honest, I absolutely love Cena. So yeah, the match overall I thought was a really good match. Is much better than what I expected. To be honest, I expected an okay match. Especially with I think Logan's been a good big match wrestler. Seth, Cody, Roman, I think he's really pulled out of the bag. Performed against these guys. Even guys like Eliana, I think he's held his ground. But this match, I really enjoyed it. My second favorite match of the whole card, to be honest. I thought, bro, Cena this match was pulling out all of the moves. He pulled out a Stars Clash, which makes me think they're not going to do the AG match, and he just wanted to get some kind of AG propaganda in this match. Angel's Wing, which I thought was a great move. He did Baron Corbin's amazing finisher, End of Days. He did the Code Red and he did the Holy Corona. This guy was pulling out every
He was
match. And to think,
hooping.
Cena at this age, his last two matches, the SummerSlam Classic with Cody Rhodes and this match, why couldn't we have babyface Cena throughout the whole? It actually annoys me so much that they wasted Cena, half of Cena's year with guys like R-Truth, with guys like,
Euro.
the whole
Travis Scott, I'll slap him, man.
it just annoys me. And I think Carpe mentioned it, we're gonna see in a few years someone book how WWE should have booked John Cena's heel turn instead of actually getting a good heel turn, or maybe just keeping babyface. I think Hazza was the one who was, pushing him beating Gunther at Mania, or even losing to Gunther and finally winning at SummerSlam. It was right there. The way they went about it it's like they said, okay, what's the worst possible way we could book John Cena's heel run? Let's
Yeah,
do that way.
literally.
It's the most annoying thing.
They
about this.
should have had in, like, you know how, like, his first few promos he was like, oh, like, I've kept losing. They should have carried on that, just
Yeah,
have him, build him up, trying to build him up, and he just can't simply do it. Maybe he loses a title match or even two, and then we get to a point where he finally gets over that hurdle and finally wins 17.
beating Gunther at
Oh,
SummerSlam and then losing the title in maybe his last match. That's perfect. That's a perfect
have
babyface run.
Oba kill him or something, I don't know.
But
Not for
the
the
way
belt,
they did
obviously,
it has
but
been possibly the worst way.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of disappointment of what could have been, to be honest. You just look at the way that John Cena's been performing in the past, two matches. He pulls out one of the greatest SummerSlam matches you're ever likely to see, and a top 5 John Cena match, given the circumstances as well. And again, you see it's Logan Paul as well. Like, people don't seem to expect too much from Logan Paul, but I thought he was really good in this match. I felt like I didn't see him as a celebrity wrestler, and I haven't been seeing
yeah.
him as a celebrity wrestler for a while now. But you can tell why he deserves these kinds of spots, not just by his name, but also by his in-ring work as well, his promo ability, just to piss people off the wrong way. There's a lot to like about Logan Paul as a overall superstar, and I felt as though he orchestrated a lot of the action very well. Obviously, John Cena had his big moves and stuff, but credit where credit's due. Logan Paul was probably, I think he was. Go fast to say, I think he was the MVP of the night, with Bronson Reed. Genuinely, I thought he
Yeah,
was that.
I would agree.
I thought
I
he
would
was
agree.
that good.
I think
Logan Paul's a star. That's what I'm gonna say. He's winning me
I don't
over.
know.
He's winning me over.
I feel
me,
like
man, he's still too AI. I don't know how to say it. He just feels too manufactured for me, man. To like actually
yeah,
appreciate him. His promos are not great. Let's just not beat around the bush. I can't buy into his promos. The one I think in Dublin last week was not great. Cena saved that promo. I think that was one of best Cena's promo, throughout this whole run. I don't care. I'm not going to deny his ability. I think, this guy has the potential to be a great wrestler. Right now, I think he's a good wrestler, but sometimes that AJ match was really poor. I don't know if that's just, both men not playing a good match together or whatever it was. But again, some of the matches he's had since he joined the company with Seth, I thought Mania was a good match. That Roman match at Crown Jewel, LA Knight at SummerSlam, Cody, I think King of the Ring.
Ricochet at SummerSlam as well. That was pretty
Yeah,
good.
again, he's had some good matches there. I think anyone calling Logan a bad wrestler is stupid. I think he's a good wrestler with great athleticism. But let's see how it goes.
yeah.
Hopefully,
I feel like he was like a spot monkey, and I feel like he's growing to be more consistent. I feel like the thing with Logan is he'll give us something like we just got against Cena, and then for like the next month he'll just give us dross. And I feel like that's the issue. Like he needs to find some consistency with like his promos. I remember his promo before it was at Chamber. I think it was one of the worst things I ever heard. And yeah, like I don't know. I'm really torn with Logan.
I think he's too much himself. I don't know if that makes
Yeah.
any sense.
No,
I
I
think
do agree.
I get that. Yeah,
Because he does play Logan Paul, if that makes sense. So like,
yeah, I think it's like, again,
oh,
I don't want to mention this guy on the podcast. But Vince McMahon versus Mr. McMahon, like, you know, Vince was playing technically a different character in the Mr. McMahon times 100. Logan Paul, I'm not saying he needs to take inspiration from the Vinnie Mac style, but either he needs to tone it down or he needs to crank it up, crank it up
Yeah.
100 and just be a total prick. I think he just sounds really whiny right now. I think Logan
Your
Paul's got to
city
just
sucks. Da 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 da. Like it's the same thing every week
yeah, well, you can still say
with
your
him.
city sucks and stuff like that. But he's got to take inspiration from The Rock and literally just take the piss out of the crowd, not because of the city they're from, and just tell them to shut
Yeah,
the fuck up. Like, just
pretty
shut up
much.
because I'm better than all of you. I make more money than you, and you're just crying because you know you spend all your money, it goes in my pocket, sort of thing. Like, you know, you need to get these, you need to get under these people's skin, not because they hate you. They need to hate you for the things that you're saying as well. Like, anyone can naturally hate Logan Paul, you know. He's not a very likable guy, but if he's just there and he's just saying the same shit every week, I'll just be like, oh, I need a reason to hate this fucker. Like, you know, more of a reason.
Yeah.
That's what
Do you
people
guys,
need.
do you guys see this? Do you guys see Logan Paul wrestling again this year, or do you think he'll be out next year now? Rumble.
Do you reckon he
You
comes
know
in?
what, Logan Paul? To be fair to him, he's been very active this year. Like he's been there for most PLEs.
Yeah, I would
Elimination
class him as a
Chamber,
full-timer now.
Rumble,
Mania,
Elimination Chamber, Rumble, Mania,
Money in the Bank.
SummerSlam, Money in the Bank.
I think he's winning Money in the
Starting
Bank.
up,
I think
starting
he's
a main
full-time
event
now.
against Jey Uso.
Yes, Backlash, I think it was.
It was the week after Backlash, starting our main event.
Yeah, I think
mean,
I
he's
I
doing very
think he's
well.
a contender for Money in the Bank next year. I really do.
Oh, Carpe, relax. Stay on your Dominic Mysterio shout. That'll come true.
Dom.
Nah, Logan Paul or Dom. I think that's the logical choice for Money in the Bank next year.
And then they're gonna give it to an established superstar. Oh, see this.
Oh, I hate when they do that. They do that every year now. It's boring.
Drew last year, this year, Seth goes next year. Maybe Randy. He catches
the
him in
last person
Kobe.
they gave it, the last person it was worth giving to was Big E.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Speaking of Randy, man, the
Damien
treatment
Priest, I
of
think.
Randy recently has been tragic, man. They've got that guy doing nothing.
Oh yeah, I was gonna touch on that after we've covered the last match, but we might as well cover it now.
Man, like Randy is just in like I'm pretty sure Ric Flair said something about it today, and he's absolutely
Yeah,
spot on.
yeah.
He's
You
in
know-
just he's got 3, 4, 5 years left, and they've got him doing nothing. Like I don't mind the jelly roll stuff, right? Because it seemed like it was his idea. He's a legend of the game, and okay, if he wants to do something fun, cool. You know, he's earned that, and you know, WWE or WWE, they're gonna want to bring celebrities in. You know, it's what the company has always done. So I get that, and I don't mind it. But like, what is he doing now? Like, it's just he'll pop up with an RKO here and there, and it's just like pop up. He'll kill a few security guards, and it's like, see you later for a next month. Like, they need to sort something out with him.
His booking has been really stale and predictable, like you said, with the security guard. You feel like he just comes out and RKOs him every week. But just to play devil's advocate, apparently he was the one who wanted the Joe Henry match at WrestleMania, which, if he wanted that, fair enough. I've seen people say, oh, Randy's above that, which he is. He definitely is. He should be around the main event scene. Joe Henry at Mania isn't really the best match. But for me, do you guys feel like he wants to be on a part-time schedule himself? He wants to keep his body fit. That's why he doesn't really want to be there all the time.
Probably, yeah.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
I
Well,
do think so. Guys had triple back fusion surgery, wants to spend
Yeah.
more time with his family.
That's fine. That's fine, yeah, but there's still much better ways to use him, even if you're going to use him on a part-time schedule. I mean, me, Hayes, and Bam have been saying this for a good few years now. Triple H has something against Randy Orton. He's a bit jealous of him. And you can see it even with the John Cena thing. People are saying he's kind of sabotaged Cena's final run. I think he's doing the same shit with Orton as well. Like, Randy Orton is a guy, obviously any injury now can basically make him call it a day. And you're just wasting him. It's like, bro, when are we seeing the Cody Randy thing? That's been on the back burner for like 2 years now.
2028.
Bro, it's stupid, isn't it? Like, come on, bro. The Randy Orton,
Yeah.
he still gets some of the biggest reactions in the company today, and they're just treating him like a gatekeeper, somewhat. I don't like it. I mean, to be fair, the Kevin Owens feud was good, and then obviously Owens got injured. they were building that feud up nicely with the punt kick. But yeah, man, I think Randy Orton can do with a heel turn. He really needs a heel turn.
He'll turn heel corporate,
Yeah,
but the crowd will still cheer him. He'll still be that same character. But I agree with you. I think a heel turn and a feud with
something
Cody
fresh.
is much needed, exactly. And I think that'll happen. I don't know if it'll be next Mania because I think it'll be Cody v Punk. Who knows?
Touching on the Mania point, I don't mind the Joe Hendry thing because obviously the injury to Kevin happened, and obviously I think there was like a short list of, I think it was Hendry,
Jeff.
Rusev, Jeff Hardy. I'm not sure if Aleister Black was on there, and I feel like Hendry was the only guy you could have brought in for like a 6-minute match that would have got
Take a
some of his
loss.
offense
Yeah.
off. He could take a loss. It was funny. I think it worked perfectly. Like if you brought Jeff in, like Jeff wouldn't have hit a swanton or anything like that. Like it just, I don't think it would have made sense, especially to bring Jeff back just to have a 6-minute match and lose at Mania to Randy. I didn't think it made sense. So I thought the
Yeah.
Hendry stuff was actually, it made perfect sense. So I don't mind that too much either.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. You can't really say, "Oh, Kevin Owens is going to get injured," and then you have to change all your plans. With Rusev, like you said, Rusev can't take a loss on his first snap back, can he? It's just
Yeah,
it'd be
it
stupid
don't
if he
make
did.
sense.
So again, if Randy Orton handpicked Joe Hendry, that's fine. Not a big deal. So we just move on to the main event because that's the last match we got left.
Big up John Cena. Fuck Triple H.
Damn right.
This match I thought was an okay match. Like I said before, four ways in general I think are harder to book than triple threats because there's 4 men. I think that makes it just harder to book than a triple threat. Because I mean, this year we've seen some amazing triple threats in WWE. We've seen that Punk, Roman, Seth. We've seen Oberge, Yvonne
Rhea,
Trick on NXT, Rhea, Io, and Bianca. I thought
Bianca,
Mania was sensational. Lyra, Becky, Bailey. I thought was good as well. They've hit the nail on the head for pretty much
NXT
every
too.
triple threat. Yeah, exactly. Fatal four ways in general though are really hard to book. We've seen that with, I think last year it was LA, Roman, Randy, and AJ. That was a really disappointing match. This
That
match,
should never have been a.
this
That
match,
should never have been a fatal four way.
yeah,
But
this
anyway,
match I feel like wasn't as bad as that, but it still felt really chaotic. It just felt like people were just getting their moves on at the time. The ending though, I think Seth hit a stomp on JLA. He was gonna hit him. Punk reversed it. They did that spot again where Seth comes from the rope,
Yeah,
which is much better than the Netflix spot. The Netflix spot was stupid to me
the
because
Amber spot.
yeah, why Seth twirling around for that was a bit stupid. But here I think it made sense. And then Becky Lynch comes out.
The man.
At first, wait, who do you guys think it was at first? Just your initial reaction. Who do you think it was before she actually revealed?
genuinely,
When I
even when
saw
she
the
put the mask off,
build, I knew when I saw the build, I knew it was Becky. Like I saw a tweet from someone, and they were saying that Tony D'Angelo from NXT was in France. So like, and this was like during the match. So I was like,
He posted yourself there
okay,
on Instagram as well.
yeah. So I was
Okay.
like, okay, that does seem a bit random from to be in France because considering he's being like written off TV in NXT. So I thought, okay, and then when I actually saw the build, and I was like, well, that's not me. That's not him because he's huge. I kind of clocked it was Becky because you could tell like they had like a ponytail with like the hair and stuff. So I kind of clocked on it was Becky before she revealed herself, and
To be honest,
I actually don't mind it.
yeah, I mean, they did plant the seeds during the match when Seth was like, "I hate your family." I mean,
Yeah. I
at the
actually don't
time,
mind Becky being in it. She's such a good promo too. Like, I'm not to say she can go toe to toe with Punk, but like she
well,
can
that
hold her
that,
own, and
that
we
promo on
saw
Raw,
that.
that
Yeah,
promo
we
on Raw
saw it.
was really good. I feel like it
She
just
definitely held her own. She smacked
planted the
him.
seed.
She gave him a right hook as well. Like that was straight on his chin as well.
I think Punk's gonna hit a GTS to Becky Lynch
Oh,
at
that'd
some
be
point, man.
amazing.
That'd be.
First end of days, then I
That
think
needs that thing that needs to it needs to happen. Like I know the whole AJ thing can come, and she can have a little thing with Becky, but I feel like Punk to take this feud to the next level. As much as they hate each other, I think he needs to do something to Becky.
one question: when's this Seth Punk feud actually ending? Because
It never is. They're always gonna. I feel like it's never truly gonna end. I feel like again, it's probably gonna end with Punk. I don't know if
winning
winning the
the title.
belt off him. I'm guessing it's probably gonna be that, but I truly don't think it's ever gonna be dead. Like it's as long as they're both in the company, they're always gonna have that Punk hates Seth and
It's
Seth
like
hates Punk.
Rollins, Roman Reigns, isn't it? It's like Rollins, Reigns, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like doing
Okay,
It's
okay.
never
Let
gonna
me
be dead.
let me
Yes.
reword that. When are they gonna get a break away from each other? Because it's been forever, man. I just want a little break away. You know, Punk
I
doing.
saw a stat. There was like 29 matches I've had between each other since 2023, like including tag and stuff. I don't know if that's a.
I doubt that's true.
Really?
Nah,
I don't know.
I don't.
I don't
23
know.
seems a lot.
I might have been absolutely spaced out. I can't
Two,
lie.
the
I'm
the
not. I
match
don't
on
do drugs.
opening
I'm straight.
Netflix, Steel Cage. The match on Mania Triple Threat, and when Seth beat him at SummerSlam. So only 14
I don't know.
minutes.
I don't know, bro. I saw something about 29 matches or something.
Well, it'll go past War Games because, again, War Games too. Like, what are they building towards? I know we touched on this earlier.
Yeah.
Because like if
For me,
they're
it's
gonna
probably
do,
I think it's gonna be division against Team Punk or even Team Cena. It depends which way they go.
but
Because I can see
they
them.
need to get going. Then they need to start putting some like,
I can
because if
see
it's gonna be
Seth.
like Team Cena, like Cena, Randy, I don't know if it's gonna be
it's
Roman,
Punk's gonna
It will
be
be
like.
Roman.
Punk.
It will be Roman.
I,
Yeah.
I see. Well, before we talk about like that whole War Games aspect, we've been on it for an hour. Jey Uso in that match was just there for the pops.
I thought Elena was good. I thought Elena
Ellie
actually held himself.
was
Yeah.
great. Um,
Yeah.
but they could have simplified it a lot easier. They could have simplified it by not having Jey Uso in this match.
Oh yeah.
And again, that's not a shot at Jey Uso, but I felt like he was just shoehorned into the match just because he lost the world title when he did and never got his rematch, and then this was basically him getting his rematch essentially. Um, I thought it would have worked perfectly fine as a triple threat. You know, there's a story going between the three of them. Jey Uso being there didn't make any sense to me, to be honest.
I
Unless
agree.
they were obviously setting it up from Raw yesterday, where Jay was like, "Yo, Uso, I need you." Like that was pretty good, by the way. I feel like them two need to become Jimmy and Jay need to be a tag team again. But irrespective of that, I think it's just going to be Team Punk versus Team Rollins. But who are the other two male members that are going to pop up for Team Rollins? And if it's Team Punk,
Maybe it's a 4-on-4 and not a 5-on-5.
I think if it's a
just don't do War Games.
5-on-5,
Don't do
I
War
think
Games.
it will be Drew.
Brock.
I think I think it's going to be Drew and Brock, but I don't know if that will happen. And I think for Team Punk, I would like it to be maybe Punk, Cena, Roman. I think that's a big star power. I don't know. People seem to think it's going to be
They're gonna
like,
throw Jay in there, and they'll throw LA Knight in there as well. But Jey Uso and LA Knight should not be in the same ring as Brock Lesnar. Like, it should be Cody. It should be Cody. Like, you know what you should do? You should just fucking overbook
make
the
it,
shit out of this.
yeah,
You
make
need
it Team WWE versus Team Seth, and have
Yeah.
like make them
overbook
like
the
Team,
shit out of it.
yeah,
Like, that's what we
like
need.
Team Savior. Like they're saving. Do the fucking storyline from fucking 2K26. Where like
I
Team
won't be.
WWE have to come save them, and it's like Cena,
Oh,
Punk,
yeah.
Roman, Cody versus Team Seth. But
I
I
won't
don't
be
know.
surprised if Paul Heyman, asks a favor from the Beast and they have Brock on that team. Because I've heard reports, I don't know if they're true or not, probably not true. They want to make Survivor Series this year massive. You do that by having Team Seth and Brock. You add Brock to that against Team Cena, Punk, or Roman, whatever.
And you can interlock all the stories as well. So I think it makes
Exactly.
Like,
sense.
you can quite easily get Drew onto that team as well.
Yeah.
Even though he hates every single person, he's done it in the past. And Drew's like, you know what? I don't like Cena. I don't like Punk. I hate Roman and I hate Cody. And Jey
Him and,
Uso's on that team as well. I will do anything to beat the shit out of all five of them. Seth,
him and
Bronson,
Seth have some mutual
Brock.
respect as well. I
It's
think
all right.
I
I think
think Jay could miss out on that match though,
Jay can't miss. I think it's gonna be the
because
Usos against the Bronsons at WrestlePalooza or the pay-per-view after that, in my opinion.
yeah, that makes sense.
I think Jay. There's no way that unless they're going to relegate Jay, I don't see.
Because what
I
if you
mean,
do
Cody, Roman, Punk, Cena, Orton.
That's what I'm saying, like Team
Yeah.
WWE, like
Bro, this has
I know
gotta
it,
happen, man. It's
and
gotta
I know
happen.
it's like like it's heavy star power, but like it it's fucking meant to be heavy star power
Exactly.
because the quote unquote the vision, like they need to start causing havoc. They need to like kill everyone backstage. They need to start doing something where like they're truly just like trying to ruin the product basically. Like Bronson and
Ruin
B and
wrestling.
B B and B security need to ruin Raw. Like they need to just fuck shit up. They keep beating up the same four guys every week. If it's not Sammy, it's LA. If it's not Jay, it's someone else. Just destroy the whole roster. Beat up some women. You know, fuck it. And then we go
That's what Becky
into we
Lynch should
got
be doing.
Yeah.
yeah. That's what Becky should just go through the roster as well. Like next week, just start going through all the women.
Oh, they have
And then
women games. Do you think they could do Team Becky against Team HLE?
Nah.
oh they could do like Team Divas and bring, but that would just be tragic to watch.
No,
If they
no,
bring
no.
like
I think what
AJLE,
they,
Nikki
I think
Bella,
what
what
I've
they
got an
do.
idea for the women's. I think they're gonna do like
Team
Team
EO
EO
versus
versus Team
Team
Asuka,
Asuka. Yep.
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
Rio, EO. Fuck. Rhea's not got many friends. So I
Well,
mean,
whoever it is, guys, whoever it is, one more thing I think we've missed out on completely, and I think WWE fucked up big time. We could have had the Women's World Championship match at Clash in Paris. We've got it at WrestlePalooza, which is fine. We've got Io Sky versus
yeah, Rhea
Steve
versus
Austin.
not Steph
We've
versus
got the
EO.
trilogy. We've got the trilogy, which is great. Vaquer versus Io Sky. That's completely fine. I love
Wow.
that. But we could have had a new Women's World Champion yesterday.
With how long some of the matches were as well, you definitely could have shortened the Roman Reigns killing sesh and got another match on there.
Yeah, there was.
I did like the end of the Roman match, but like I did think, I know it was meant to be overkill, but there was a point where I was like, "Come, you're taking the piss now, guys. Like, wrap it up."
Bronson Reed, which is getting on the top rope, hitting as many
Bro, he
tsunamis
went
as
to like every ring post. And I'm like, bro, just get up and jump on him and get out. Like,
it reminds me of
but
when he took Seth out with like 6 tsunamis.
but no,
Bro,
the
it just
women's
makes
match would have been
bro,
great.
Bronson Reed, man. MVP, bro. Yeah, I'm locking it in. Right, okay. Before we finish the podcast, I know we've spoken about a lot of things in relation to Clash in Paris. Overall, I'm slightly disappointed in the way that first of all, in the overall program, the results are pretty predictable. Probably aside from Sheamus versus Rusev. I couldn't tell you who was going to win that match. Everything else felt more of a foregone conclusion. A lot of the matches that had happened on the card, I felt again probably didn't need to have a spot on there over a set of other, superstars that could have been on there, such as AJ Styles, Dominic Mysterio. The Women's World Championship match could have been on there as well. And I think the overall producing of everything in between felt a little bit underwhelming as well, particularly with the Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella match. It just didn't feel right. But yeah, I think that's kind of like where WWE is at the moment. Everything just doesn't seem to have a place at the moment. It doesn't feel proper. It doesn't feel authentic. It feels really forced. Bang the moment, and then once you're on that high, they go to that low. Then they need to get another high again. And it's like, we're gonna have to take Jeff Hardy to these AA meetings and just be like, listen, just
Whoa.
consistency, man.
Chill on the
Rare
Jeff hate, man. Come on. Chill,
I'm
chill,
not
chill,
hating
chill,
on
chill.
Jeff. I'm saying Jeff is there to help these WWE fuckers, man.
Speaking of
Get it
Jeff, bring
right,
him
man.
back. Bring him back, man. We need some Jeff
This is
matches.
exactly the kind of nostalgia I'm talking about. By the way, Jeff will come
He's
back. And
he's
then,
actually okay. Like he's actually not bad. Like
He's better than
Matt's
Matt.
tragic.
Matt's tragic. Yeah, he's better.
Matt's back's in bits. But I
bro,
watched
Matt
him
was
versus
washed like
Fraxium.
15 years ago, man.
Yeah,
But
we watched I watched the Hardys versus Fraxium. I watched them versus the Rascals, and the tag division on SmackDown's in a good place. Raw is tragic, but like I mean, they could give us something. They can actually somewhat still go, but no, we get Nikki Bella.
yeah, but look, I was underwhelmed by Clash in Paris. I'll give the event a 5 out of 10. My MVP for the night is Bronson Reed. Danny,
I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. And my MVP of the night was Rusev.
Lenny,
I would give it. I'm gonna give it a 7 because I think I had really low expectations going in, like really, really low. And I was pleasantly surprised. And
Listen,
my MVP is John Cena, as it is every time he has a match. That's my goat.
Listen, for the next pay per view, they are really striking wrestlers. So far, they've got Cody v Drew, they've got Seth and Becky against Punk and AJ. Cena,
Hopefully.
hopefully, yeah. Cena v Brock looks like it's happening. And of course, EOV Stephanie's already confirmed, and I'd put the Usos against the Bronsons on that card as well. And actually, just please get the titles off the Judgment Day and put it on the Bronsons. They need the titles.
Cody and Drew. Is Cody like scheduled to come back before that match, or is he's returned that match? Because I haven't seen anything.
I mean, they were
Because it's
what
in
they
2 weeks.
What of them?
3 weeks?
It's like 3 weeks, and they might not do
Okay.
Cody with Drew there because they've been building to Randy v Drew. I mean, Randy OKO'd Drew last week. They might do that on WrestlePalooza and do Cody v Drew
At Crown Jewel.
Yeah, so we'll see.
That's not too bad.
It just depends on how quick Cody's back in it.
Yeah, maybe
Yep.
Randy. They'll probably have Cody intervene or something during that match. Maybe, I don't know.
Fair enough. Well, guys, thank you very much for turning up and listening to the Clash in Paris review. We kind of went off topic a little bit, but it was really important to address all the nuances occurring in the WWE as well. Very important, especially as fans, as consumers of the product. You know, we deserve to say what we want to say. And also, if I did cook your TikTok comments regarding the Becky Lynch Nikki Bella match,
You deserve
I
it.
invite you to charge it. Literally charge it. Like, I don't give a shit. You know, your opinion, fine, but mine also matters, and probably matters more because I put my face on camera and speak about it. So, you know, you can go to hell.
Fuck the diva stands.
Jokes aside, thank you for the interactions. It makes our page a little bit more entertaining. So please keep them coming through. We're still on the road to 200 subscribers.
We're one
so
away. We are one away from 200.
we're one away. Oh my god! I'm
Oh my
please
god.
We're gonna have to change that to 300 subscribers. So the fact that we're one away, you know, we've been fiending for this for about the past year now, for 200 subs. Please subscribe to the TikTok, Instagram, all in the caption below. And thank you for coming along to Mission Podcast Clash in Paris review. We'll see you next time for probably anything else: cricket, football, wrestling related, TV shows, etc. You name it, we are the home for everything. We are better than Sky, bruv. Like, we cover everything, man.
And we're free.
Anyway, guys, take care. This is Hazza. That's Danny. That's Lenny. See you later.